Hi, I'm Lisa Shield. Welcome to Emotionally Naked Dating, finding true love with nothing to hide. I am so happy to be back, and I just want to thank you all for watching these videos. It means so much to me. I know that I say that a lot, but it really is so true. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. It's really, and support me. It really means a lot. So one of the things I'm going to talk to you today about something called imposter syndrome. It's something that all men suffer from, and one of the things that I work on with my women in my private coaching group, it's called Emotionally Naked Dating. I teach women how to get emotionally naked and really open up their hearts and their minds to men. And, you know, here's the thing, you cannot love a man if you don't truly love and understand men. So I try to open up their hearts and minds and really give them a real insight into how men think and feel, so that they're not seeing men as other, but they're seeing them as people just like themselves. So imposter syndrome is something that all men suffer from. It is something that, in the same way that we want to be told we're beautiful and we worry about our physical appearance and we want to feel lovable, well, men suffer from something called imposter syndrome. And most women don't really understand what this is. They don't know about it. And even if they do, they don't really understand how it affects men. But men think about how other men view them all the time. If you think about it, in the animal kingdom, men want to be top dog, because the one who is top dog, you know, the top dog gets the best women, right? He can afford to have the finest of, you know, the finest cars, the finest foods and wines, and the best women. And so they really are concerned about being on top, and also how they appear to other men. And they're thinking about this all the time. One of the places it shows up for sure is at work. Women do not understand how important a man's work is to him. It is such a huge piece of his identity, and it really is, you know, important where he falls in the hierarchy of within his business structure. It is incredibly important, and men are always worried about losing their jobs or of having somebody else move up ahead of them, right, and not being able to move ahead. That's another thing that is just devastating for a man. And these things would upset women, but it doesn't go to the core of who we are. This is not an ever-present fear that we're living with day in and day out. You know, and if you think about this, I mean, Steve Jobs lost, I mean, if it can happen to Steve Jobs, right? If he can lose his own company, then think about how men really do live with this terrible fear of being proven an imposter, that his whole ego is just based on someone else's opinion of him, on a job position, or how other men see him, and how quickly that can all be taken away. Another way that men feel like imposters is in the home. You know, a lot of times men do not know the right things to say and do, and they can't read our minds, and they do get it wrong. And a lot of men, if you ask them, they're just kind of winging it and hoping they get it right. And so they also feel like imposters at home. It is very easy for women to not understand, you know, that this is as core, and you know, it goes to the core of a man's being, in the same way that we want to be told, or we want to be made to feel lovable. They feel like imposters. And so ways that you can help your guy, like what can you do, you know, to help your guy feel good, or how can you make men feel good? Well, one thing is to acknowledge and praise them, you know, and really let a man, make your man feel like a man in your eyes. Tell him how proud you are of him, how wonderful he is, what a great guy he is. Tell him that he's your hero. Men need to hear those things as much as we do. Also, be positive about the things you say. In most successful couples, John Gottman has tested this. They say 5 positive things to every 1 negative thing. So you want to look at saying things in the positive. You want to be a soft place to land. You want him to be able to come to you, to be able to talk about his fears, to talk about his successes, and not be judged. So these are things that you can do to make your guy feel safer and more loved with you. Just be positive, be a soft place to land, and really build him up and make him feel like a man in your eyes. Because I can tell you, if a man is in love with you, your opinion of him is the most important opinion of all. So I'm Lisa Shield. This has been Emotionally Naked Dating. If you like what I have to say, please go to my website, lisashield.com, watch my webinar. And if you like my webinar, we can even jump on a breakthrough call together so that I can show you how I can help you find the guardian of your soul.